Don't leave your friend or your business hanging. Instead, execute a confident close. Let me ask you, what is the part of recruiting you most struggle with? The close may not be on the top of your list. It wasn't mine. And it might be because, like me, we just don't get there often enough. The close and follow up, though, are the most important. If we don't close, we leave our friend and our business hanging. But sometimes maybe things get a little bit awkward and we let that be our close. And that's probably the worst way we could do it. But if we have a good close, the way I'm going to talk about here today, we will have a follow up scheduled. And for me, that was the key to being a good recruiter that followed up, because follow up is where the action happens. The fortune, as they say, is in the follow up. And it may take several follow ups. We also know that. But if we don't schedule it, it may never happen. Here is why it wouldn't happen for me. I felt awkward. I screwed up my courage to do the first call. And then I hadn't scheduled a follow up. And so it was like starting the whole scary process all over again with the follow up. But if I had scheduled the follow up, they knew that I was going to do that call. And so I knew that they expected it, and I had to be there. I had to deliver on my promise. It made all the difference in the world. Hi, I'm Connie Suarez. I'm a network marketing mentor. And if we haven't met, I want to let you know that my passion is to help you help your team cross stage. Crossing stage is so key. It signifies that we are doing something right. And it gives us the encouragement to move forward. And when we can help our team cross stage, there is such a sense of reward for us in seeing their excitement at crossing stage, isn't there? So, we've been talking in this series, and this is the last of the series. If you want to make sure that you get my next video series, which is going to be on something vital for those of us who want to be social sellers, Reels. It's going to be on Reels. So if you want to be sure that you get that, then I suggest that you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notifications. And then you will be notified when I start this new series on Reels. Now, let's get right into our topic on how to use active listening to do a confident close. Let me ask, how likely are you to let a scheduled follow-up slide? I'm not. If I've scheduled it, if it's on my calendar, first of all, it shows up in that little list of things I'm to do that day. And I know they're expecting it. And so it feels comfortable. I've kind of defined to them and to myself what it's going to look like. So it isn't an uncomfortable thing for either one of us. But there's some other reasons why we may not do a close. And the first one is we think the close is getting someone to sign on the dotted line. The second reason why we might not do a close is that we lack confidence. The third is that we don't know what to say. And the fourth is we have a resistance to asking people to sign or to buy from us. Now, there may be other reasons, but those were my hangups. Yours are probably similar. So first of all, let's talk about how we think that the close is only about getting our friend to sign up as a customer or business partner. If we do that, we really pulled our agenda into the close. And we've been working really hard with the other listening skills, which are reflective listening, interpretive listening, helpful questions, and supportive feedback. And with those, each one of those helps us to release our agenda. And if we've done that, then the close is going to be very, very similar and very automatic feeling. How we want to look at the close is not at getting to the end and achieving our agenda, which shouldn't be an issue, and what we should see it as a summarizing of what we've been talking about and where our friend wants this all to go. If we haven't been listening, if we haven't been using those four skills, we won't really know where our friend wants this to go. And if we've heard that she wants it to go nowhere, then that's what we have to respect. But 9 times out of 10, there is somewhere that our friend is willing or open to it going. And so the close clarifies that, makes it clear what both of us are hearing, and would hopefully, with that supportive feedback, we're going to have already clarified that. But if not, this will give us one more chance. So we want to stop thinking about her as being a customer and think of the close as ending this contact with our friend with the understanding that of what your friend is looking for and her understanding of what you are offering. For example, you have shared your weight management regimen with your friend who confided with you that she wanted to lose some weight. Now, you have come to realize that you needed to gather more information from her first. Things like how much weight does she want to lose? Why does she want to lose it? What weight loss plans she has used in the past? And have they worked? How well have they worked? So you learned that she has used some products that made unrealistic claims. And with one program, her system got out of balance. So guess what? She is wary of anything new now. So your close might be agreeing to send her links to your product information. Because you have respected her, she will return that. And she says that she can look it over on the weekend and has next Tuesday off. So you set up a following call with her on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Congratulations. You have conducted a confident close and scheduled a follow-up. You have been successful. This was a win. This was a call that goes in the win column, let's say. So you are ready to help her move forward in the process that may or may not lead to a sale for you. For me, I have to remind myself that this is my goal is in this, that she find the information that will help her make the best decision. So we want to help her move forward in that process. We have been successful because we served our friends' needs first, not ours. And we have ignored all kinds of incentive programs that may be dangling out in front of us, and we've put them behind. So she's going to get information she needs and have an opportunity to tell you what she needs to do next. You might, depending on how trusting of you your friend is, you might put her in and the performance of the group. But if your team has a customer group where testimonials and such are shared, and there isn't a lot of super hype, then you might invite her to that group and let her know what to expect. But we want to be careful that she doesn't feel like she's being pressured. Now, Another scenario might be that we have learned that our friend is happy with her she is happy with her job and not worried about finances. And she doesn't want to buy your product. You have done a great job learning all that. This is a win. Now, the goal of your close is to keep a healthy relationship and an open door for sharing in the future. You have to judge, where is she really at on this idea of not wanting to buy the product? I mean, from what we've learned, what she has told us, it's not because it is a quality product that has a price that goes with that. So we just need to understand where she's at and work on that and keeping that open door that you have earned with her. One of the things you want to do is feel your friend's happiness in her job and express that. I talk to a lot of people, and wow, I'm so happy that you like your job and that it's really meeting your financial needs. I would really like to work with you sometime in the future. Then ask her to keep you in mind if she decides that she wants to get more information about your product in the future. And close by asking if she minds if you keep her in the loop. If you've respected her, chances are she'll say yes. And then you want to respect the fact that she just is wanting indirect, informal, non-pressure information. It wouldn't hurt as you stay in touch with her. Keep listening to how your product might meet needs in her life. Congratulations, you have completed a confident close and you have an informal follow up. You won't schedule it per se. Maybe you send out messages to people every once in a while. You would want to tell her what to expect as far as keeping her in the loop means. So, congratulations on a confident close. Now, another reason why we might not do it is that we lack the confidence to move forward. And when we understand the use of the 5 listening skills, a confident close will become much more natural. The key still is to focus on the needs of your friend, not your desire to win the contest your company is sponsoring. If you want to win the contest, the key is to serve as many people as you can, not pressure the people closest to you. I've lost my place. As you probably have figured out, I am using a script. I don't usually, but with this material, I needed to. So, we want to serve as many people as we can, not pressure the people closest to us. Oh, what a disservice that would be. And yet, isn't that what some of us have done in the past? I know I have. And I'm so glad that I don't do that anymore. Here's another reason why we may not want to go into a confident close. We just don't know what to say. And I don't believe in scripts, and therefore, there is no script for a confident close. There can be no scripts in this because we are not manipulating people into a conversation we want to have. We are following their lead in having a conversation they need. We can be helped by knowing that others have used the confident close, but what worked for them probably won't fit the next situation we are in. So we don't want to try to duplicate what they've done, except in using these listening skills. And here's the good news. There are 4 listening skills that you can use in a confident close, and you've already learned them. The 4 are reflective listening, interpretive listening, helpful questions, and supportive feedback. We'll, in the scenarios following, we'll see that a little. So, another reason why we are hesitant to do a close is that we have a natural resistance to asking people to buy from you. You can ask folks to give to your favorite charity, can't you? We do that all the time. But my favorite charity used to be my employer. And I always struggled with doing fundraising while I was the director because one way or another, the donations were going to help pay my salary. I wish I had known then what I know now. You must focus on the benefits to others, not yourself. If what you are selling wouldn't benefit your friend, I'll bet you wouldn't be doing it. Am I right? And this is much easier. Often the benefit that that you can offer somebody that donates to a nonprofit, a charity, is feeling good. I mean, sometimes there are incentive prizes that are given, but generally, the real reason why someone would benefit from giving to a charity is that they would feel good knowing that a certain group of people were helped. Whereas with, let's just take my product, it helps people in multiple ways that I can give testimonials about. And so it's easier to share about the benefits to someone because you can talk about how it will improve memory or improve sleep or countless ways that it might do. The majority of products out there have some kind of benefit. So, our confident close might sound like this. It's been good catching up with you. It sounds like ABC products and business aren't a good fit for you right now. Do you mind if I keep you in the loop? Just know I would love to work with you if anything changes. I also might say, do you mind if I keep you in the loop? Our company frequently offers new breakthrough products. You won't use a script for your confident close, but you might use one of the other 5 listening skills to begin it. Your friend has explained how badly she wants to quit her job and stay home with her children, and you have listened to her with each of the listening skills and learned that her boss keeps adding more tasks and she feels exhausted when she gets home. Her husband is open to her doing something from home. Then she throws up her hands and says, there is no way I'll ever be able to quit. So here's how you might close with reflective listening. There's no way you'll ever be able to quit. Her, I honestly don't see a way. You say, if I could get a friend of mine who has managed to fire her boss, would you be interested in talking to her? My friend says, I guess it can't hurt. You, let me text my friend and I'll see if we can set up a chat with you, her, and me on Messenger. Then you can ask her any questions you want. I like to use Messenger. It used to be, 3-way call, and that was pretty limiting because you had to find a time that worked for all 3 of you. With Messenger, no problem. You make the time fit for each one of you. You can be in different hemispheres and make it work. A word about your follow-up session. You should begin your follow-up with the whole listening process. So because we tend to pick up that agenda so easily, those 5 listening skills will help us to leave the agenda out and still be hearing, because she hasn't lived her life on hold since the last time you talked. She's been thinking about it, probably talking about it with someone, her husband perhaps, and so she's not even in the same place that she was when you left off the conversation. So you still have to use active listening. We listen, we close, and we follow up. We listen, we close, and we follow up. It's a process that we do. We repeat until we have somebody join us, and then we listen, we close, and we follow up with them as a team member. And then it gets really interesting. You will get there. You will feel successful if you release your agenda and help your friend find the best decision for her. Remember that it takes an average of 6 contacts for people to decide. You will get there one at a time. But at each stage, you are successful if you release your agenda and help your friend find the best decision for her, the best way of looking for more information for her. And this wraps up our active listening series with the Confident Close. I'm going to be beginning next week a series that I'm going to go do more research on because I know it's something I need to get better at. You've been watching very patiently the long form video, which used to be the go to tool for social influencers, social sellers, but no more. All over the place, we are hearing that it's the short video form. TikTok set the ball in motion, and Reels, Facebook and Instagram have Reels, YouTube has YouTube Shorts. That short form is driven by our society, which wants short videos. So I'm going to be doing my homework, and then next week I'm going to start a video series on how important Reels are, why we need to use them, and how to make them work for us. How to maybe not get the viral reel, but I think that the reel that adds followers every time we post another one is just as good, maybe better. So if you want to be sure and get that series, this is my reminder for you to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified when I post, and then you'll be sure and get this full series on how to grow your following using Reels. This is Connie Suarez. I'll be in touch.